Imagine sailing across the vast Atlantic Ocean in the year 1872. The wind is calm, the sea is quiet, and in the distance you notice a ship slowly drifting. No signal fires, no crew on deck, no movement at all. When sailors finally board the vessel, they discover something chilling. Food is still on the table, cargo is untouched, personal belongings remain exactly where they were left, but the entire crew has vanished. This is the mysterious story of the legendary ghost ship, Mary Celeste. Welcome to Documentary Era again with new video. The Mary Celeste was a merchant ship built in Nova Scotia in 1861. In November 1872, the ship prepared for a routine journey from New York City to Genoa. The captain was Benjamin Briggs, a respected and experienced sailor known for his discipline and calm leadership. Unlike most sea captains, Briggs decided to bring his family along for the voyage. On board were his wife Sarah Elizabeth Briggs, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and 7 skilled crew members. The cargo, over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol. Everything seemed normal when the ship left port. No one could imagine the mystery that would soon follow. Weeks later, on December 5, 1872, another vessel named Dei Gracia was sailing near the Azores Islands. Its captain, David Morehouse, noticed a strange ship moving awkwardly through the water. The sails were partly raised, but something felt wrong. There were no sailors on deck. No signals. No sound. As the ship moved closer, Captain Morehouse realized something shocking. The drifting vessel was the Mary Celeste, a ship he actually recognized. Curious and concerned, sailors from the Dei Gracia boarded the mysterious vessel. What they discovered was deeply disturbing. The ship itself was in surprisingly good condition. The cargo was untouched. The food supplies were still there. Personal belongings remained inside the cabins. But there was not a single person on board. Not the captain, not the crew, not even the captain's wife or child. Even stranger, the ship's lifeboat was missing, and the last entry in the logbook had been written 10 days earlier. The ship looked as if everyone had simply disappeared. The abandoned ship was eventually taken to Gibraltar, where officials began a formal investigation. At first, authorities suspected foul play. The investigation was led by Frederick Solly Flood. He believed the crew of the Dei Gracia might have murdered everyone and taken the ship. But this theory quickly fell apart. There were no signs of violence. No blood. No struggle. Nothing had been stolen. The mystery only grew deeper. Investigators did find a few unusual details. There was a small amount of water in the ship's hold. One of the pumps had been taken apart, and some navigation instruments were missing. But none of these problems were serious enough to explain why an experienced captain like Briggs would abandon his ship, especially in the middle of the ocean. Over the past 150 years, many theories have tried to explain the fate of the Mary Celeste. One theory suggests that alcohol vapors from the cargo barrels may have leaked. Industrial alcohol can produce dangerous fumes. If enough vapor filled the air, the crew might have feared a massive explosion. Captain Briggs may have ordered everyone to leave the ship temporarily in the lifeboat, but if the rope connecting the lifeboat to the ship snapped, the drifting vessel would have slowly sailed away, leaving the crew stranded in the open sea. This is considered one of the most believable explanations. Another theory suggests the crew encountered a powerful natural event, perhaps a giant rogue wave or a waterspout. The crew may have believed the ship was sinking and abandoned it in panic. But once they left, the storm passed, leaving the ship intact but empty. More dramatic theories include piracy, mutiny, or even sea monsters. But there was never any evidence to support these ideas. Over time, the story of the Mary Celeste became part of maritime legend. Surprisingly, the Mary Celeste did not disappear after the mystery. The ship continued sailing under different owners for several years, but its reputation as a cursed vessel followed it everywhere. Finally, in 1885, the ship's last captain deliberately crashed it near Haiti in an insurance fraud attempt. And with that, the physical ship was gone forever. But the mystery remains. What really happened to Captain Briggs, his family, and the 7 sailors aboard the Mary Celeste? Did they abandon the ship in fear? Did something unexpected happen in the dark waters of the Atlantic Ocean? Or is the truth still lost somewhere beneath the waves? One thing is certain. The Mary Celeste remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in maritime history. A ghost ship whose crew vanished without a trace.